Yes, top. And carom. Good cat. What? Which is kind of cool. But we'll go out and play some Frisbee. King, you want to go play some Frisbee? Let's go do it. Let's go. Oh, wait. Let's do this officially. Let's do it officially. Boom. So King and I are going to go do some flat work. Let's go, handsome. Come on, Superman. King. Right, this here versus this. And you can see him shift. Come on, right? You can see him shift each time. And that shift is, it might be the thing that is necessary for you to get your dog to flip. Yes, good man. Ouse. Ouse, yes. Poodles, Barbariana, Prima, Jumbo, Toodles, boom! That's a fucking cool move, guys. That's a cool move. Polka, little Epi. Reggie. He's a guy who I almost had Reggie. Kung Fury, Jericho, Lil, oh, the new kid, Polka, Russ Grizzy and Ska, Morty, Nick Swarthington, Morty and a couple of pit bulls. Got hosed. She got hosed. There are only 2. Good. Didn't make it out. Hey. Oh, fucking funny. CupCake, I can't reach it. Epic Zip. What? Oh my gosh. CupCake, I can't reach it. Yeah. Whoa, look at it. Zip. Yes. Frisbee's about the stuff between the tricks, right? You have 36 tricks in a freestyle routine, maybe, if you're lucky. It's a lot of tricks, right? So 36, 32, 36, right? That's pretty packed freestyle routine. Each trick takes anywhere from half a second to 1.5 seconds, right? The actual trick, yeah? So what are you doing for the other minute 30, minute 45, right? All the stuff happens between the tricks. Go. Through and flip. Good. Ouse. Go. Ouse. Yes, ouse. Wait for it. Up. Ouse. Wait for it. Good. Ouse. Through. Yes, ouse. Yes. Badass. Go. Through and flip. Good. Ouse. Go. Ouse. Yes, ouse. Up. Ouse. Good. Right there. Yes, good. Good. Ouse. Through. Totally. Yes, epic penmanship. Yes. Badass. All right, what's going on, guys? How are you? Oh shit, what was I gonna write down? You guys caught me right as I was finishing
Woke up this
here.
morning, this afternoon again. It's 1:30 when I thought it was 10. So I gather my wits wherever they are.
All right, what is going on?
What's
up, Epi? It's Mechanics Monday.
Night
Ready?
after night, I have to be the
Ready.
star that you think I am.
All right, questions. Kick them out if you got them. Kick them out if you got them.
All just a blur. Every day
We're talking about flow and
secure.
cueing.
Like wearing your shirt.
And of course, anything else.
Inside out, you gonna wear it like that. Till you
I
figure
did.
things out now. I spend my life just singing in this bar. Night after night I have to be the star that you think I am.
No, had to get rid of it. Had to get rid of the hair.
Well, some of you.
All right, so what's going on, guys? I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing all right. April made it home safely. That's pretty awesome. She went and ran the challenge this weekend in Tejas. That was pretty exciting. Yeah, something about flow. Something. There's something I wanted to write. Move to the trigger. So we're going to talk a little bit about jamming a flash. What about the aphoretic state, John? What about it? What would you like to know about? That's a good idea, though. I'll put that in there. Aphoretic state and shoot, man, what is going on? And the ebb and flow of the game. That isn't how I wanted to say it, though. Yep. So yeah, gonna hit on jamming a flash. There's some stuff with that is I don't know. I wouldn't say it's counterintuitive, but we can go ahead and start there. Actually, let me see if I can find my cards. Jamming a flash is a sequence building method or game or I don't know, something like that. And it is, oh, come on. Grr. Where are my cards? You draw 6 cards and you play them out, honestly, nothing in between. And you put weights in between them, and that's pretty much the whole thing. The thing is, though, it's not weights in there. I haven't talked about this too much, actually. This is stuff from class that we just kind of put together earlier this year. But it's not a weight that we're doing there. Did you get off your thing? Get over there. Go. Get up there. Go get in the co-host chair. Dude. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I'm walking over by the food bowl, though, aren't I, Epi? Did you buy the food bowl, Ron? I don't know where my cards are. I'll just make something up with CupCake. It isn't as cool, though, without drawing the cards. You guys will think I'm cheating. All right, I'm going to look a couple other places here real quick. Oh, doesn't look like I know where they're at. Oh, well. Oh, well. Hork. All right, so jamming a flash, 6 tricks. It's a sequence building game or a behavior chain building game. You could do this with just as easily with rally obedience stuff. Anything you want to string together. And the method is you draw them out, you play them honest, and you put a weight in between each one. The reason that we wait in between each trick is so that we can separate each trick distinctly And so we can find our position. And most of the time people do it, they just put a weight in there, right? And it's not really a weight that we're putting in there. So chill, Epi. Chill. Chill. So with CupCake here, dude, I'll do, you're right in the way now, Epi. Off. Chill. Wait. Up. Good. Easy. I see you, CupCake. You're very good. Come on. So, come on, CupCake. Off. Good. I'm going to do, dude, go. I'm going to do rut and flip, then twist, then hoop, then flip. I'll just do 4. So I'll go rut and flip. Yes, wait. Twist, wait, hoop. What? Hoop, wait. Boom. Yes, good girl. So that'll be the whole sequence. Dude. So what I want to do here is on each trick, I want to load myself. I want to move into the trigger position. So I'm going to go rut and flip. Boom, wait. Twist, wait. Hoop. Boom, wait. Dude, epic. Ep. Come here. In and in. Ha. In and in. Ha ha. Go do dog stuff, King. That was terrific. So there's a crate right outside the door right now. That was pretty awesome. CupCake. So I'll go rut and flip, boom, wait. I want to be in the trigger position here. Twist, hoop, wait. You can see that I've locked her in here. I'll do the flip, right? So the idea is that I move into the trigger position. I'm not doing much adjusting here. The tricks just happen to work out with her facing me. So let's take a flip. Come on, sweetheart. What the hell is that? You're an animal. We'll do it this way. Ready? What? House, king, zip. That's the wrong way, sweetheart. CupCake. House. Wait. She's flipping the wrong way. Ouse. I don't normally do the horizontal flip with her. There we go. So she's doing an end over end flip. Wait. Come here. Wait. Good. So you see that she's landing about right there. Ouse. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this flip and meet her there. Wait. Boom, here. Now I've locked her in, right? What can I do? I don't even hoop. Boom. Yes, good. Right? So that what I want to do with the weight is I want to move into the trigger position. Come here, CupCake. Wait. Yes. No, wait. Good. It's too far. Boom. Into the trigger position. And then from here, ouse, wait, Now I'm gonna hoop her. And you can see that I'm in position right now. Dude, dude, dude. House, yes, hoop. Oh. Excuse me, hoop. Hoop. Yes, good girl. Got crazy dogs today, man. Holy cow. Ouse. All right, so again, I'm gonna move directly to this spot right here. What the hell is that? Hoop. Boom. Yes. Good. Ouse. Yes. Boom, I'm locked in. Ouse. Hoop. Dude. Ouse. Hoop. Boom. Yes. Good girl. So that move, mine, into the weight is not really a weight, it's a loaded trigger. So this time I'm going to go that way, right? You see her land right there. Ouse. So I'll go here and I'll step to this side, wait. Fakey twist. Boom. Ready? Fakey twist. Boom. What? Twist. Yes. Wait. Twist. She doesn't have anything to work with. Fakey twist. Boom. Come on. Oh, go do dog stuff. All right. I'm going to go grab Epi so I can actually do something here. Come on. I would work king, but I don't want to deal with the mauling. CupCake. In and in. Awesome. CupCake doesn't have enough tricks for me to work on. But hopefully you can see. Yeah, her flips are, yeah, he did. He certainly did. Jeez. Get back, King. Go do dog stuff. Up. In and in. Awesome. King. Now let's go over here, King. King. Up. Chill. All right, so I'm going to do zip. Chill. Chill. Gosh, what's up with my dogs, man? There's a solar storm tonight, I'm just saying. There was I don't know if it was a coronal mass ejection or a solar flare. So I'm going to throw the flip and read where he lands. He lands right there. So I'll throw this flip and I'll beat him to that position here. Right? And now I'm loaded for the hoop. Which way is he going to go? I wait. Ouse. He's going to go, I think, counterclock. So I'm going to pick him up for rut and flip here. Ready? Hoop. Boom. Oh, he's going to go clock. Okay. So I'll go hoop. And I'll turn here and lock him in for the rut and flip. But what I want you guys to notice is that I'm not just, mine, good. I'm not just waiting him. I'm like preloading to the trigger. So I'm here, right? We'll throw the flip, wait, hoop, boom, pow, rut and flip. Boom. Yes. Good man. Awesome. Awesome. Ouse. Yes. Show you from here. Zip. He'll land about right there. I'm going to beat him to that spot. Boom. Wait. Rut and flip. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Hoop. Boom. Rut and flip. Boom. Oh, you missed it. Dude. Ouse. Ouse. Thank you. Chill. Chill. don't know why everyone's such a freaking animal. I don't know why. All right, another angle. Again, I'm gonna move into the trigger position for the hoop. Wait, hoop, house, boom, wait, rut and flip. Boom. Yes, good man. Wow, you are fucking savage, Epi. That's fucking beastly, yeah. Mine. Yes, good. Mine. Whoa, whoa. Mine. Awesome, great work. Come on, up, up. Up, 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 up. Chill. All right, so for flow purposes, in Jam and a Flash, you're not moving to the weight. The first rep or two, you'll move to the weight, right? You'll do the trick and you'll be like, oh shit, the dog isn't where I thought he was. And you'll tell them to wait as they catch it. I'm giving the weight cue, another really important thing for flow. You want to give the next cue like as the marker for the skill. So when Epi caught the flip, I told him wait. When he landed, I was there, locked in. When I gave him the hoop, when he went through the hoop, I marked with wait, as if it were, you know, a yes, as if it were a positive marker. So he goes through the hoop, wait. He lands in order to wait. I block, I lock him down with the trigger for the rut and flip. I was a little out of position for the rut and flip. I was close. I need to go a little further. Maybe I'll do another rep or two with him. But on each of those, I was marking in the previous trick for the next trick I was marking wait during the trick he was doing in the same time frame I would mark for doing the behavior. And I was putting myself into the trigger position. When we're doing this the first couple reps, you might not be able to do that. Your job is to read the dog and figure out how to put yourself right into the trigger position. And what happens most of the time is people throw the flip and they let the dog land, and the dog kind of is like, oh, that was crazy. And then they say, wait. And then the handler moves. The dog isn't anchored. The dog is excited because they just did the trick, right? There's no way that fucker is going to wait there. No way. He's moving with you. But if I beat him to the punch and I lock him down with the trick, right? I mark during the skill with wait. He resolves the trick to wait. By the way, Matt, you're here. Cheese. This is dog training stuff too, right? You want to read where the dog's going to be, to predict it, and you want to put yourself in that position that locks him down, whatever that prompt is. That we have the pose here in Frisbee, boom, right? Might be like cookie given position, or maybe you hit scarecrow position for the attention. A good solid freeze will usually do it if you beat them there. And we just want to stay one step ahead each step of the way. We want to keep the brakes on with the marker, right? And what happens is when that sets up, when we're there, when he does the rut and flip or the hoop, and I turn and block him before he finishes, he's stuck. I give him the rut and flip cue, and now it's like, where's the trigger, dude? And that is going to set up a situation where the dog can't get out of shape. The team can't fall apart. If you tell him to wait and then you move over there, right? Or you throw the disc, you load up and you get ready, and then you tell him to wait and then you get ready again, the dog is gonna fail. The dog is not gonna hold it. So I'll do one more with Epi. I'm going to try to do a better job of positioning for the rut and flip. He was facing this way and I stepped here. I wasn't quite there. So on the rut and flip, I'll go hoop and I'll turn for the rut and flip. I'm going to go a little bit past him. So he'll be facing me, or he'll be facing this direction on me. I'll be facing it like 11 o'clock to him. Off. Ready, Epi? Yeah, chill. So where are you going to see this best? Right here. So I'm here. My back foot is what I'm going to step with. He's going to land right there. Wait. Ouse. Hoop. Here. See that I'm facing this way? I want to be facing here. It's subtle, right? Rut and flip. And it's not a big deal with the weights in there. It is a big deal when I get ready to go full speed. All right, I'll do it here this time. Wait. This foot is back because I'm going to step with it. Boom. Wait. Hoop. Boom. Here. Yep, almost. I want to be there. Rut and flip. Boom. Each time. Wow, you're fucking savage, Epi. Yes, good man. Whoa, CupCake zip. I'm getting closer each time. I'm going to do one more, and hopefully I'll get there. And maybe I'll do it live speed. Ready? Wait. Hoop. Boom. Wow. Yep. Rut and flip. Good man. Good man. So that weight is only there. It's only a weight when you're trying to figure out where the dog is going to be. As soon as you know where the dog is going to be, it is then a trigger. Yes, awesome. Come on, let's go. Up, up. And hopefully you guys caught that. As soon as you know where the dog is going to be, that weight cue, your position, your movement is directly into trigger position, as close as you can get to that trigger position. And that's going to set the dog up to be locked in and to be successful. Yeah, Epi is totally on fire. All the dogs are super fired up. Good quiet, CupCake. Good quiet, wow. So I will unhood the CupCake for that good quiet. So I took the blocker off, and I'm going to let her out here if she's quiet in a second. If she barks again, I'm going to block her right off. Again, that's called consequent hooding. I like to use that for keeping the dogs cool. It is automagic Sage Paw, and so when you're playing these games, where is the trigger, this, wait, attention, then that, those super simple games, that's where you want to figure out what the hell you're doing, right? It's simple enough that you don't have to dedicate all of your mental bandwidth to do it. And you're looking for the things that the dog does, right? I gotta put vaults and shit on CupCake. I can't continue to use the flips like that. She needs more skills. She needs more skills. That'll happen here this spring and summer. She's still a little young for that stuff. So yeah, when you're doing these simple things, you want to figure out how to move and where the dog is going to be. And you put yourself in front of the dog. All right, you guys have any questions on Jam and a Flash stuff? All right, beat the dog. Move to the trigger. So you're not moving to the weight. You're moving to the trigger. A trigger and a weight are synonymous. They're the same thing. They're the same thing. A weight is a potential trigger. A trigger is an actualized weight. They're the same thing. If you're struggling to wrap your head around both the cue and the trigger, or you're giving the cue and the dog is blasting into the trick before you're ready or rushing you, just recognize that when you work on the weight, you're working the trigger. When you work the trigger, you're working the weight. They're the same skill. A lot of times, Sage Paw, is there more than a 6-card way to play? 6 tricks is a lot of tricks for a sequence. 6 tricks, even if you do 4 setup moves and two tricks, it's a lot of tricks for a sequence, even if there's only 2 throws. So it actually kind of is. It actually kind of is. Sage Paw. It actually kind of is. It's not the game itself, but that concept of where is the trigger is everywhere in Frisbee. Wait. Where's the trigger, dude? Where's the trigger? All I'm doing is waiting for the trigger. If your dog has where's the trigger, and you only allow the trick to happen when you trigger it, the dog will wait. The end. The end. The dog can't go. You walk over there, the dog should be waiting for a trigger. You get in position, the dog is, okay, where is the trigger? And then you give the trigger. But usually what happens is if you're in that mode, right, you're not prepared, you're not doing the muscle memory thing, the dog is pushing on you for the trigger. If you only have a cue and you don't know what physical move actually activates the dog, if you don't know what the trigger is, your dog owns the trigger, right? And as you get more advanced or get more serious or get more technical, string more things together, that lack of a coordinated, cooperative trigger is going to give you a lot of shit. I don't think that's true. Hey, what's up, Michelle? So mechanically and practically, it looks like that, right? But the difference between a wait and a stay, the wait releases to a conditioned response, something you've taught, okay? And the duration behavior or the stay only releases to the release cue, right? So the dog has no, the dog isn't waiting for any trigger, right? So there's a logical fallacy we could probably tease out of that. And you could make that argument that it is just a triggerless wait, a wait without a trigger. But the wait is defined by a trigger. A wait without a trigger isn't a wait. Stay behavior, also known as a duration behavior, only releases to the conditioned response, something you've taught the dog to do. And the the duration behavior only releases to the release cue. The wait or the stay, the stay or the duration behavior only release to the release cue. And all waits release to a conditioned response. Yeah, you could say that. It's a potential trigger. It's an unactualized trigger, a trigger of the mind, right, Epi? Is it a trigger of the mind? Come here, get up there, yeah. All right. Wait and stay is a big one, guys. Wait and stay is a really big one. You can't be screwing that one up. Yep, and Sagepaw, when your dog isn't waiting, if your dog isn't waiting, work the trigger. Make sure you give the dog the trigger. Don't even worry about the wait. He can do whatever he wants. Trigger won't happen until you wait. Right? Trigger won't happen until you wait. One thing that's really awesome, nobody really does this either. We've talked about the missed opportunity as a cookie, right? Or as a punisher, as a motivator, let's say. It's a much better term for that. So let's say I tell the dog top, right? Epi's in position. I tell him top, and he gets anxious. Oops, I can't reach it. I go, and he can't go, right? So I tell him top, I lift my leg, and he's out of position, and he looks up, and he sees me here, and he missed his trigger, right? So if the dog is being douchey on the wait, who cares? They can't do anything until you give them the trigger. And then if they do wind up like checking out and looking over here, give the trigger while they're not looking. Present the throw it to yourself, right? And the dog will be like, what happened? What? I missed it. You'd be like, yeah, you did miss it, dude. It's a fucking trigger, dude. I told you the trick. What are you doing? It's a really powerful motivator. Super powerful motivator. And one of the things that happens when we have a dog that's not waiting, the dog usually, Zip, does not have, I missed that, God damn it. The dog does not usually have solid engagement without being able to push the handler around, right? So that dog is depending on pushing the handler around and making things happen. And when you go and put your foot down, motivator. What's interesting, Michelle? Good quiet, CupCake. Now don't forget to let the CupCake out before she barks again. All right, here we go. Got merch. Shoes, baby, shoes. Training notebook. Hardcover. Right, Epi? Take. You take it. Take. Mine. Oh, he's so good. Wow, the guy's good. The guy's good. Perfect, let's do that. So where's the trigger? Good quiet, CupCake. So good quiet is, let's say I'm on the other side of the house. I have a dog who's like super barky, which has happened, does happen. Aussies. I uncover the hood and I hear that they're quiet and I like go to stand up and the dog barks, or I'm walking through the house and the dog barks. I want to announce good quiet, right? And then I'm just going to go let the dog out, right? Probably even if she barks initially. But I want to make that announcement so the dog has a chance to stay quiet so I can get the dog out, right? It's really important that I get her out. and that I get her uncovered when she's quiet. She barks, she gets covered up. She's quiet, she gets to see. She's quiet, she gets out. Pretty simple. And if I have to go a long way, I'm going to announce good quiet, and I'm going to stomp. Right? So they can hear me coming. I see you, CupCake. You are super cute. Epi, stay where you're supposed to. Be a good co-host. Yeah, it's a really nice one. There's that, and there's also a free-shaped down in the crate, which is pretty nice. So where's the trigger, Kim? Epi, stop. CupCake off. Wait. Stall. Boom. Where's the trigger? Right? I gave her the cue. I gave her a moment or two of aporia. Off. Boom. Yes. Where's the trigger? Dude. King, go do dog stuff. Go. Go. So, through, where's the trigger? Right there. Yes. Good girl. Twist, where's the trigger? Spin. Yes. Good girl. Hoop. Boom. Yes. Good girl. Awesome. Go do dog stuff. So that's where's the trigger, right? And you want to do that with dude. With shit that is not, that's not hard. You don't want to load that up. You don't want to load that up the first time and take it out on the trail when you haven't tested it, right? When you're like, oh my God, I'm doing the vault. Holy shit, how do I do this? That's not the time to have your dog wait or to have your dog take a trigger, right? You want to use these simple skills to set that up. Yeah, she's got some tail, doesn't she? She really does. She's got a long, glorious Aussie tail. I'm going to do where's the trigger with King. CupCake, a pup. Dude, epic. Stop. I have no idea what the deal is today. King, chill. Excuse me. King. Wow, that's a nice stand. Look at you. Where'd you learn that? Through. Yes. Here, front cross. Boom. Here, wait. Boom. Yes. Right? Wait. Wait. Squib. Boom. Yes. Zip it, Epi. Hoop. Boom. Yes. Good man. Awesome. Go do dog stuff, King. Good job. Right? Where is the trigger? Super simple game. You can do it with all your stuff. And once you lay it down with these simple tricks, you just want to have something between half second to 3 seconds of aporia, of the dog being at an impasse or the team being at an impasse, the team unable to answer the question. Oh my God, I'm taken aback. Oh my gosh, right? I can't answer that question. I'm stunned. That's what aporia is. And we want to set that up so the dog has to deal with thinking about what's going to happen. And all of a sudden, the dog starts to look for the triggers. And then I tell them what to do, and I can do pretty much whatever I want, and they hold their position. The cue tells the dog what we're going to do. The cue is the idea. The trigger is the action. The wait is the idea. When I tell the dog to wait, they know they're going to be releasing to something. They're looking for any trigger that I've taught them. The next thing I give them, they're going to release on. That's what a wait is. That's why the wait and the trigger are the same move. The cue delivers the idea. The trigger actualizes it. Yep. And you want to do that on the simple skills. So with CupCake here. King, come on over here, buddy. Come on. Up, up. Yes, good man. So I have CupCake here. Wait. Stall. Boom. Right? I chose which one. Off. Yes. Stall. Boom. Right? So I get to choose. This, by the way, is a really nice thing to work where's the trigger on. Off. Yes. You can set up 3 of them. This also will kill that bullshit of her jumping back up there. You saw her on the last one when I told her stall. She like started to go for it and she froze. Off. Yes. Wait. Come on, dude. Stall. Yes. Good girl. Off. Yes. Wait. Stall. Boom. Yes. Good girl. Stall. Boom. Yes. Dog catch. Boom. Oh, whoa. Dog catch. Boom. I know it's hard. Yes. That was awesome. Off. Great work. Off. Yes. Good girl. Good man, Epi. Go do dog stuff. Having several targets, a couple of spots, tell her spot, don't give the trigger. If she runs over to the one spot, give the trigger to the other one after she landed on that spot. And she'll feel like a dumbass. And she'll go to the spot you're on and you can mark it. And then she'll get paid for that. And you'll set it up again and just alternate some random fashion. And real quick, she'll learn to follow you, and to not assume that she knows what's going on. We call that an answer dog. I don't want a fucking answer dog, right? The answer dog sits down and goes, I know what's on the test, and fills out the entire Scantron and hands it in before the teacher's passed out the test, right? And if the handler isn't careful, the dog will be right. And now you're running around chasing the dog. You're chasing the dog who's triggered the trick. And you're pretending that you owned it. When in reality, you just keep giving them the same fucking test that has the same answers on it. Right? And you allow them to fill out the Scantron before you pass the test. And then, you give the results to the school administrator and say, wow, everybody passed the test. It's amazing. And nobody knows how to read. Yep, that moment, Michelle, is called aporia. Cue, aporia, trigger. That's the terminology I'm using. The aporetic domain. The aporetic domain in the Cynefin framework, which is what we're using for organizing our thoughts and organizing our tricks and behavioral concepts, behavioral facts, behaviors and processes. Kim, have you caught that yet? Did we hit on that in class? The dude who created the Cynefin framework was giving me shit on LinkedIn a little earlier. Kind of cool. Made me laugh. Oh, come on. There we go. So this here is the Cynefin framework, right? These are domains. On the right, those are ordered domains. These domains only exist in our head. They're like Plato's forms. They're where the ideas live. And those ideas, they only look the way that you think they look in your head when they're in your head. As soon as they're not in your head anymore and they're in the actual world, they usually don't look and feel like they do over here. Right? Over here, they always work. Over here, the dog is always in the perfect position. Over here, the timing is always perfect. Everything's perfect. If I could only play my round of freestyle in my head, I would be fucking amazing, right? Over here, this is the actual world. This is where play happens. This is the unordered domains, the complex domain, and the domain of chaos. At the bottom, we have concrete, right? The skills lower on the map, watch out. The skills lower on the map are more concrete. They're more definite. They're better understood. They're solid. As we get up higher, as we get up like to the top of the clear, this would be where, I don't know, maybe a sit or a wait would live up here. This is where your behavioral facts are going to live. Behavioral facts are compound behavioral concepts. Yes, that's a concept. Right? Her ass coming off the ground, yes, concept, right? Her touching my hand, yes, fact. The feeling of touching, the idea of targeting, right? Finding the thing to target. Chasing the thing, yes, to target. Interacting with something outside of herself. Stall, boom. Oops, what happened? Get up there. Stall, boom. Come on. Awesome, you've never done that before. Off, great work. That would probably be a behavior, okay? Concepts live down here. The nose touching something, the ass hitting the ground, the foot touching something, the pressure, the way it feels when the pressure is on me, right? Those are behavioral concepts, the very, very bare bones things, singular entities, singular ideas. Facts live up here. The sit behavior is probably a fact. It is complex and not complex, it's got a few moving parts. The ass hitting the ground, the position in front of the handler, the holding of the sit until the release, right? Those things are additional behavioral concepts. Ass hitting the ground, position, duration, release. I could probably pick a few more, right? But there are 4 concepts in that. And those behavioral facts live up here. When we get up into the complicated domain, we have behaviors. This is behaviors and chains. It's no longer things. So behaviors and things, or behaviors and behavior chains. And then we have processes, our forms, the way that we teach something. So when I do on, cookie, 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 off, that's a process that she knows, right? And that process lives up there in the complicated domain. It lives up here. And it's much more abstract. Think about how abstract that is, right? The off cue, right? The off cue is a behavioral concept way down here, right? But on, cookies, off, up, on, cookies, off, right? Stall. Nope, over here. I know you don't know how to do this yet. Ready? Stall. No, over here. Wait, ready? Stall. Yes. Uh-oh, uh-oh, she crashed. She crashed. Get up there. Stall. Good. Cookies. Whoops, sorry, sweetheart. Off. Right? She's going to know. Oh, can you guys see me? Son of a pup. She's going to know that just because of that process, of that duration process there. So, stall, boom. Cookies, off. Yes. Dude, come on, man. So I think I'm going to hate the stand every bit as much as the pretty. Up, wait, stall, off. Good job. So that duration thing is a process. The multiple, right? The way that I'm teaching her that multiple is a process, right? And she'll recognize that process when she works. And I can use that as a tool over here while I'm actually doing it, like I just did, right? I just took the feeling of what it is to touch my hand, right? And then I gave her a hand target, touch, and I moved it, yes, and she's got to find it. I have the hand target, and I moved it. Yes, right? That's a behavioral fact. Her actually touching, just the idea of the touch concept. Her finding the thing and touching it, yes, fact. Off. Up, wait, touch, yes. Behavior chain. Lives up in the complicated domain. Go to dog stuff. You guys follow that? So those things that live over here, I want to be sure that I know where they live. I know that the dog can do them, right? And then I move them over here to do them in the real world, in the actual world, right? When I'm in the actual world, I'm not thinking about what they're supposed to look like. I'm not, if the dog's out of position, I'm going to wait for the dog to get into position. If the dog doesn't get into position, I'll dismiss the dog and I'll go into the aporetic domain. Aporetic domain, that's aporia. I tell the dog to go do dog stuff, I'm off limits. The dog is at an impasse. The dog can't take the question, right? I can hang out there, I can get a plan together, I can revisit these domains, see if I know what's happening, right? What's up with that? See if I know what's happening. Do I have a plan for this? I don't have a plan for this. All right, well, let's fucking scrap that. I do that in this fucking show all the time, dude. I do that all the time. Every time I dismiss the dog, I go into the aporetic domain. And I do so that anytime I'm working the dogs, we have flow. When I'm done working the dog, I tell him to go do dog stuff. I'm off limits. The dog is at an impasse. Right? When the dog understands that I'm off limits, the dog enters the aporetic domain here in the good part where the dismissal happens. Initially, and if you guys saw CupCake when there was no equipment out there, when you dismiss a dog, initially the dog is going to be confused. If I'm out here getting my ass kicked and I just continue to get my ass kicked, I fall further and further into chaos, and I keep going because I'm a fucking warrior, and it just keeps getting worse, right? It keeps getting worse. Eventually I quit and I wind up here in confusion, and I was forced there. You get forced into confusion in the aporetic state, or the aporetic domain, right? I'm literally taken aback, and I can't answer the question. I have no fucking idea what's happening. I'm completely at an impasse. I'm at my wit's end. Or I'm like in the fetal position, like, make it stop, right? Don't let that happen. Dismiss the dog beforehand. If you feel it getting away from you, you're out here playing, right? You do, where's the trigger? It's pretty concrete. The dog knows it, right? Let's say you start playing around with it and you do some shit. You're getting more and more disordered or unordered, and you're getting more and more abstract as you do crazier and crazier things with it, right? And then it might fall into chaos. If it does, dismiss the dog. Who cares? Right? And don't let it happen again. You don't want to fall into chaos all the time. You want to take that, you start here, and you start to make it more abstract, more difficult, more complex. You get a little crazier with it. Awesome, go do dog stuff. And you come back over here. The next time you do it, it won't be as abstract. You can do exactly the same thing and it'll stay lower. Go do dog stuff. Few reps, it gets out here and it starts moving this way because everyone knows what's happening. It's moving to a state of order. Awesome, go do dog stuff. And we come back into the aporetic state. So within this complex domain, this is where all play happens. Happens in the chaos domain as well, right? All play happens here. All of my things that I know live over here. You do not want to be, your brain does not want to be over here when you're doing the thing. Particularly when you are starting to do the thing. I'm going to say a couple more things here. John, you opened up a can here. So down here in the clear domain, we sense, we categorize, we respond, right? Let's say up here, I'm watching something go down. I'm watching someone do something, right? I'm coaching. This is perfect. So I'm coaching. I'm watching you, Michelle. And I see you do something. I sense it. I analyze it, right? What went down? It's a little too complicated for me to just say, yeah, do this, right? So I gotta analyze things. Maybe we consult the video, right? Maybe I have you do it again so I can get a good look at it. Maybe we bring in someone else. We bring in a fresh set of eyes, right? But if we're in the complicated domain or the clear domain, we know what we're talking about. Might take us a while in the complicated domain, but we'll get there. Take some analysis. In the clear domain, we know it when we see it. Ass hit the ground, that's that, right? Notice you sense first there, right? You sense and then you know, right? Because we know those things. In the complex domain, we probe first because we can't know how this play is going to go down. I can't guarantee the dog is going to do it. I don't know exactly what position the dog is in. I don't know whether I'm going to drop my cookies or not. I don't know whether a squirrel is going to run by, right? So the very first thing I do here is probe. Try something. Here's what I was getting at. When you're learning something here, you can't be over here because you don't know what it senses like. You think you know what it senses like, but you've never done it. So you can't know what it senses like. So when you're over here, you got to try something first. At which point in time, you can then sense what happened. After you sense what happened, you decide if you want to do it again or if you want to try something new. It's a very, very important distinction. Everybody thinks they're over here when they're trying something. Tell me how to do this. I can't. I don't know how your dog's going to respond. No, tell me how to do it. Just give me the steps. There are no steps. We don't know what's going to happen, and we can't know. Right? And everyone wants to be over here. And then the dog does something, and it's not the full trick. We're over here, the dog does something, it's not the full trick. You don't know how to sense it. You didn't recognize that was a probe. You think it's wrong. It was right. The dog did it right. You guys both did it right. You just don't know what the fuck you're doing, so you have no idea. You got to try it first over here, right? You get your shit together over here, or you get your shit together over in here from over here, right? And then you bring it over here and you try it out. Oh, you guys can't see that probe underneath my thing here, can you? Sorry. Right? That is super, super important. Michelle, you can't know how any of this shit's going to... Your throws that you were making, right? You kept checking them. You're checking it to feel it. What are you feeling? You know, what do you feel in there? Do you know? You don't know. What you needed to do in that situation is chuck it. And then you see it roll over, turn up like that, and turn to the left. And then you go, oh, okay. Well, I tried that. How about I try this? I'm going to try and curve it the other way. You follow what I'm saying there? Everybody thinks that they're going to know what they're doing before they do it. And it's funny, you would never do that with math. You would never do that with a bunch of shit. You would never do that at a piano. You know what I mean? You would have to kind of try something. Show me where to put my fingers. Okay, da. Right? And then I would tell you this one's similar to that. Da. Nope, that's not it. Try it like this. Da. Yeah, that's exactly it. And after you try it, and after you make your mistakes, you then realize some things that you're doing. At which point in time you can start to move your ass, you shape your ass to the solution. Ooh, that's a really good. So free shaping. You free shape the dog. You allow them to figure out how to do it, right? The dog doesn't know what they're doing. They probe. All the time the dogs are doing stuff out here. It's a safe to fail probe for them. How about I try this? How about I try that? CupCake standing up on me. That's safe to fail. It's not a big deal. To her, it sucks for me. You know, I need to get my shit together and fix it if it sucks that bad, right? But the dogs are always in the complex domain, and they know it. And they're throwing us probes all the time. And we're pretending they're being bad. They're trying things that they think are going to work. And we're ignoring it completely. As if the dog is just being an asshole. Right? That safe to fail probe that the dog throws at you tells you what they know. It tells you what they expect. It tells you what you've reinforced in the past. Right? One more thing about the safe to fail probe. 3 to 5 reps is a probe, not 1. When you do it the first time, touch. Oh, where's CupCake? Why didn't she do it? Oh gosh, what am I going to do? Right? She didn't even know what the fuck was happening. How could she do it? Touch. Bang. Second rep. Boom, she's on it. A safe to fail probe, 3 to 5 reps, not 1. First time you do it, the dog is going to be like, what the hell are you doing, lady? Second time you do it, the dog is going to be like, yeah, I don't know. Third time you do it, dog might do it. Fourth, fifth, dog might do it. If not, okay, go do dog stuff. Go into the aporetic domain. Chill in dismissal. Get your shit together. Was I doing anything? Talk to your coach. Whether that's a coach in your head or your buddy or whatever. Get a plan together. Go out and do it again. Try another probe. Or do something else. Aporetic domain, super important to manage flow. Good call, John. Good call. The ebb and flow of the game. I mentioned that every time I dismiss so that when I'm working with the dog, it's hot shit flow. When I'm not working with the dog, it's this. If this happens 20% of the time that I'm working my dog's going to be sniffing all over this studio. I'm going to have to call the dog in. Oh, get over here. Don't do that. Blah, blah, blah. All kinds of shit. So aporetic state helps us manage the flow of the game, like on a macro scale. All right. I did where's the trigger? Ask about cues. What the hell does that mean? I don't know what that means. Who the fuck wrote that? Who's in my head? Who's in my head? Give the cue on attention. Really important. Really important. So I want to tell her to do something, right? She's sniffing or doing whatever. You can't see her at all. Sorry. Let me get rid of this shit. So right? I wait for her, or I call her, CupCake, and then I give her the cue, touch. Yes, right? What happened there is that I waited for her to finish, right? And then at some time I gave her the cue. What I can do instead is wait for eye contact, touch, and give the touch cue or whatever cue I'm going to give on the eye contact. She'll give eye contact. That's great, sweetheart. Yes. Shit, I meant to give the cue. She gives the eye contact. Oh, that's very nice. She gives the eye contact, touch. Yes, right? Giving the cue on the eye contact is a terrific thing for managing cues, engagement, and flow. Wait for the eye contact. Stand. Off. It's funny. I used the left hand that time. She didn't know what to do with it. I'm going to do that again. I'll take the eye contact. Stand. Off. Off. Yes. A good girl. Right? Eye contact. Eye contact. Stand. Off. Good. Variable reinforcement on the eye contact in order to make the cue happen. What must the dog do to make the cue happen? If they want a cookie, what do they got to do then? Somebody. We'll get a good idea of what the whatchamacallit is, the latency is on the stream. What does a dog have to do? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, time is up. Let's see your answers. Yes, the dog has to give attention, right? So if the dog wants to make the thing happen and wants to earn a cookie, they must give you attention. Nothing will happen until attention happens. What does the dog do? What these guys do. Right? All three of them giving me attention. I know you can't see Epi, but all three of them are giving me attention the whole fucking time. Right? That's a good question. No, eye contact. Eye contact is the dog's cue to me to give the cue. Does that make sense? The dog is cueing me to tell them to do something with their eye contact. And actually, they probably think it's the fucking trigger to make the cue happen. Does that make sense? Do you follow that? We get into this situation of who's shaping whom. Right? And I get to pull the trigger. So who cares who's shaping who? Right? If the dog's out of position, I give the trigger, dog catch. right? She was out of position. Dog catch, right? She won't be out of position next time. Off. Great work. Yeah, this weight attention, that. Yep. Yep. Yeah, and so what happens all the time is the handlers wait for the dog to look at them to give them the cue, right? But the dog doesn't look at that. Like the handler waits until the dog is kind of prepared. I'm sniffing, I'm going about, right? And the handler won't cue. And then the dog stops and the handler cues. And then the dog looks at the handler, right? And long way around, it'll probably pull the dog off it. But if the dog is still sniffing, they're not missing anything. When the dog is sniffing, dog catch, boom, yes. You notice that I didn't wait for her to be ready. I didn't wait for her to be ready. I gave the cue when I wanted to, right? So if King, off. King, buddy, off. Good. CupCake, up. I can give the cue whenever I want. I can give the cue eye contact, dog catch, right? I can give that. So King here probably should have paid attention to the fact that he wasn't the one being worked, right? King, wait. He gives eye contact, dog catch. Boom. Yes. Good. Notice off. Yes. The CupCake didn't go. Why not? She wasn't giving eye contact. She wasn't involved. That wasn't her trigger. And she knew it. CupCake. What? Dog catch. Boom. Yes. Good man, King. Off. Good work. King will deliver the eye contact. Dog catch. Boom. I know it's a tough one, King. You can do it. Come on. Yes. Oh, look at him. Go work. Off. Great job. No eye contact where? Oh yeah, with King. Yeah, and he doesn't really know that as well as these two. And he doesn't know it. He doesn't know it because CupCake's a pain in the ass. That's why he doesn't know it. The whole time he's been working this cookie stuff, CupCake's been here. She's not stable yet, right? So she's going to interrupt King's game. I can't dedicate the time I need to dedicate to King while CupCake's working, right? I'll fix CupCake. I'll get her settled. You've noticed King's been in the stream a few times lately. And he's been in there because CupCake is chill, right? But he doesn't know that he can't just do it whenever, right? So I pull the trigger when I want. A great time to pull the trigger is when the dog gives the eye contact. That will force the eye contact earlier and earlier. That will force the focus on me. Dog catch. Boom. You can do it. Come on. Yes. Good man. Off. Awesome. Great work. Dog catch. Boom. That wasn't you, buddy. Dog catch. Boom. Dude. Did you have enough, Epi? Did you have enough? There's... Oh, buddy. Don't. Chill. That sucks. King, off. Off. Go do dog stuff. CupCake. In and in. So, Epi, up. That totally happened because grab ass was going on and dogs were flying around. Yeah. All right. Fuck. All right, I'm going to do a few more things with CupCake here, and then I'm going to take off, I think. Going to do... well, there's a shit ton of ways that people are handling, Michelle. Do you run agility? So within most schools of agility, deceleration, let's say. Sweet. Within most schools of agility, your deceleration, you have to be super careful to not do anything that resembles deceleration. The moment you decelerate at all, the dog is stopping and taking whatever obstacle is sucking them, or whatever direction your cueing body is pointing. Make sense? Right? And it's happening the moment it happens. There's only a trigger with most schools. Right? There's only a trigger. The biggest difference between agility and frisbee, all of the skills are essentially the same, all of the positional skills. The difference is with frisbee, two differences. The obstacles are not stationary. The the drop is the previous obstacle. The catch is the next obstacle. Right? So when I do a front cross, here, I'll do it with cookies, so chill. Off, yes, chill. I do a front cross. Where she eats the cookie, where she catches the disc, that's the obstacle. That's the obstacle. Right? Front cross, she eats it, that's the obstacle. Where the next disc happens, right? Rear cross, she catches the disc, that's the previous obstacle. That's the next obstacle. CupCake, squib, boom, that's the next obstacle, right? So the obstacles don't define it. The cue or the drop and where the thing is going next define it for the frisbee people. Does that make sense? You follow? Give me a yes if you follow. I can maybe explain it better. So that's a big difference. All of the shit you do in agility is 100% usable here in frisbee, right? You just don't know how to. You don't know how to orient your line because your lines are based upon where you have to go and where you're coming from. Within frisbee, we get to create that. I'm sorry, within Frisbee, we have to create that. And we have to read this abstract version of it. Dogs do too, by the way. Right? All right, so I'm going to stop there. I don't want to get in the weeds. So that's a big difference. The other big difference is within agility, your goal is to essentially hook up with the dog on tangent. The only time you ever sustain work with the dog, sustain like pull and hold it, right? Or front cross and pull and keep pulling like we do in Frisbee. The only time you do that is on a pinwheel or a big, long, sweeping turn on the outside of the course. Otherwise, boom, and I send the dog. Essentially, I have a bubble around me, and the dog is bouncing off or hitting the circle of the tangent. This is around me, right? The dog comes running in, and I pull them a tiny bit and send them. The dog comes running in, and I rear cross them, and they're gone. They just hit and go. Come in for the front cross, boom, and I pull them through. And they're gone. Within Frisbee, we hold the dog for a while, right? The dog hooks up with us and there's sustained work, like a heel at a distance, like a pinwheel, maybe like a big, lazy, serpentine, right? Or I don't know, what's the other one? Those two, where you have to hold the dog this way until they get past that thing, and then you switch and they cut in on that jump. When you have to like skip a jump with the serpentine or skip an obstacle with the serpentine, you got to hold and then pull, right? You got to lean on that pressure and then switch. So within agility, you don't hold a lot. So the hyper the need, the throttle. Thank you. The need to hit that tangent and send the dog means that it doesn't, though. It doesn't. People just don't cue beforehand because they think they want the dog to brake on the slightest deceleration. And then they're running and they fucking, I don't know, their shoes untied. And they slow down a tiny bit and the dog freezes and takes the wrong line. The hyper sharp movement, responsiveness to movement, the hyper sharp trigger on movement is too much for humans. We're overmatched in that. My clients that run agility, right, the people that have worked with me in the past that run agility, they run agility really well. The agility type people, you know, the Frisbee people, we're a bunch of fucking clowns, right? That said, we can do some shit that agility people can't do because we have the ability to work the dog sustained. But the clients that I have that have ran agility, the dog's reading of the handler is less knee-jerk and more thorough, right? We're out of position in Frisbee all the time. When, what direction am I sending the dog? Right, I'm sending the dog, hang on. Let me do it this way, right? What direction am I sending the dog? We're going that way, right? I'm throwing over here. What direction am I sending the dog? Sending the dog that way, right? Boom. Epi. Right? He's going that way. I'm throwing over here. What direction am I sending the dog? We're moving this way as a team. I'm throwing over there. Our positions are wrong when we throw, right? And as such, the dogs read us more thoroughly, right? And I think agility people tend to think that they need that hypersensitive thing that if I slow down by 0.05 meters per second, they should do the thing. I don't think that's helpful. I don't think that makes you faster, right? I think it just puts the handler under more stress, under more performance requirements that some of us are not going to hold up to, right? I handle dogs in agility really good, dude. Somebody who knows agility could do some work with me and we'd fucking smash shit. I've actually thought about running agility, but it's so fucking tight and, oh God, it's rough, dude. It's rough. Same thing with protection sports. I'd like to do some protection stuff, but it's just it's a rough environment. I'd rather hang out with Frisbee people, you know. And I'd rather be able to do the things that I like to do than to have to do the thing that I don't like to do. I'm not very good at that. So hopefully that kind of answers the question. I mean, there are a bunch of handling systems. If you were here, I could see how you handle it and we could talk about it. But I think the hypersensitive nature of the team movement is too much for the handlers. And it is a trigger only. Yeah, for real. It can be a little tight. Don't sleep on that. Don't sleep on that. It can be tight. It can be catty. Right? There are assholes everywhere. But the game isn't shave seconds off your thing. You know what I mean? The game is not shave hundredths of a second off. Right? It's a different vibe in that regard. I can be pretty fucking cool and not beat you. You know what I mean? I cannot win and be cool. And we don't have titling. Right? So what are all these people doing in Frisbee? Why are they even there? There are 4 people who can win that contest. Why are the rest of them even there? Right? And the reason is you can be cool without winning, without running the fastest. All right. Let me see here. Verbal then physical. Another thing I think is important. You have physical cues, right? How's your foot, buddy? You're covering it pretty good. Yeah. All right. Epi, up, up, over here. No, we'll get on this. Epi, up, up. Yes, you chill. All right. So, chill. Don't do it. Your physical cues. So, when you're doing a through, CupCake, chill. Through, boom. You want to move that physical cue, right? Tell me which one looks better. Through. I have to use Epi. CupCake, chill, ep, wait. Ready? Wait. Through. Right? Which one looks better? You tell me. Wait. Through. I'll try again. Through. Right? or through. Right? Put a disc in my hand. I think this one looks much better. Epi, scoot. Hork it up, handsome. You got it? You got it? You got it? Scoot. Wait. Scoot. Come on. Boom. Right? Oh, I got it. I need... Will you stay away with frisbees, CupCake? Don't get killed, CupCake. Don't get killed. Stay away, CupCake. Stay away. Chill. Wait. Through. Boom. Right? Or through. Which one looks better? Dude, you're in trouble. Get up there. Don't. Yeah, Epi would be angry. Scoot. Right? Or scoot. Right? Mind. Yes, go to dog stop. You don't want to hide your cues. Right? These things look good moving. Boom, pow, front cross, rear cross, bang, right? You don't want to do this. Through. Or through. Boom. Right? The cue looks good. The other thing, yeah, right? The one with the movement. The other thing that's really nice about that, within Frisbee, like agility people in particular seem to think Frisbee dogs are just running around after plastic. And I have to say, a lot of times it's true. A lot of times it's just a clockwise circle. It's like NASCAR. Throw it out there, the dog runs in, runs by on this side, you throw it over there, you pivot this way, dog comes running by, you throw it there. You turn this way, dog comes this way, you let the dog run by and you throw it over there. Dog runs a big clockwise circle the whole time, never handle the dog. That's not advanced Frisbee. A lot of people win the world championship with that. It's not advanced Frisbee. And when you're working, B-Dog, it's nice to see the work. It's nice to see the teamwork. If I were out here, boom, yes, catch, right? Or, yes, good job, ouse, boom, catch, boom, right? One looks like you're hooked up with the dog. One looks like you're a team. The other one looks like you worked really hard to fade the cue, right? It looks mechanical, doesn't look organic, doesn't look like a team. You don't want to fade your cues. You want to use them, right? If you have to do something, some other sport that requires no cue, you just fade it. It's not a big deal, right? But you don't want to fade your cues, generally speaking, in Frisbee. All right. So you want to use that physical cue, right? The physical cue for through and rut, through and backwards through. The physical cue is the legs opening on both of them, right? And the physical cue, I might say the physical cue, that's the trigger, right? But the you don't want to hide that. I want to hear you give the cue, and I want to see the dog go, oh. And then I want to see you split your legs open on the through, and I want the dog to take that shit. that shows me that you guys are operating as a team. I want to, the dog is running in. I'd love to hear you say here and front cross. Or turn probably for you. Squib for me. Squib is a rear cross. Squib, boom, and then the dog turns, right? And that team movement is super beautiful, man. It's beautiful, beautiful stuff. And it's emotive. It's highly emotive. And what happens all the time is people want to hide that, right? So on the backwards through, chill. On the backwards through, which is rut. So he's here, rut, boom. The opening of the legs is the trigger for the backwards through. Rut, boom. So you can see I sent him around, aus. Right, there's the trigger. Yes. Aus. Aus. Yes. See it? So that opening of the legs is the trigger. On the twist. Twist. Aus. Twist. Twist. Right? Which one looks better? Twist. Come on. It's so funny. Twist. Yes. It's hard to get the big expression of the behavior because he's waiting for the trigger. Aus or twist. Boom. Spin. Boom. Through. Boom. Here. Boom. Up. Here. Up. Stall. Yeah. Wow. That guy. You look like you run some agility, huh? Excuse me. Off. Yes. Here. Boom. Rut. Bang. Through. Hoop. Boom. Wait. Stall. Boom. Off. Good. Go to dog stop. Dude, you're going to die. You're risking your life, CupCake. Don't risk your life. It's not worth it. Stay in the comfort of your own pedestal, CupCake. Dude. Mine. Thank you. Go to dog stuff. Get up there. Chill. All right. What am I missing? Rutting through. Okay, I have two more things. I have two more things. So which arm? With the one you're throwing with, or with the one you're pulling with, or when you're pulling with the left? When you're on clock or when you're on counter? The throwing hand, super important for you, Michelle. Yeah, right? That's what it's all about. You don't want to hide that. The reason people hide that is because they can't flow like that. And all agility people can flow like that. When you can flow like that, your dog will make the turn on actual deceleration, not when your shoelace does something weird or you step in a hole. You know what I mean? It won't be so hypersensitive. It'll be just as fast. You won't be on the hook like that. So Antonis, which one are you talking about? When I'm pulling with the left hand and then making the throw with the right, or pulling with the right hand and making the throw with the same hand? Regardless, I'll kind of clean it up when you tell me which one you mean. The throw is only germane. It only matters when you're throwing. So I'm pulling the dog with my left hand, right? Catch, boom, pow, oops. Pulling dog with my left hand. Catch. Boom. If the dog were hypersensitive, I'm in frame, right? Yeah. If the dog were hypersensitive, I would catch. Boom. It's a match, just like the match of the cookies with the setup move drill. Right? Pull, 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 catch, throw it to there, bang. If I'm pulling this way, catch, I'm going to throw up the pose. Dog knows which direction we're going. Keep in mind, I'm sending the dog that way, right? Agility-wise. I'm throwing that way. Pulling here, catch, boom, pow. Pulling here, catch, boom, pow. Catch, sweep it into the pose, make the throw. Or catch, drop it, and let the dog keep moving because they're on the run, and show them the pose. The throw is only germane when it's time to throw. You need to pull with the left hand, just like in agility. You know what happens, man? I've worked with some pretty hot shit Canadian agility handlers. And you know what happens when they get a disc in their hand? They pull the dog like this. They don't pull the dog like an agility person anymore because I got to throw. Right? So they're trying to run with the dog and pull the dog like this on the clockwise flank. Right? The throw doesn't matter until I throw. You follow? Pull, 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 catch. Boom. Need to use the hand that's closest to the dog. Epi and I, right now, this would be a good, up, wait. Epi and I are on, dude, come on. We're on a clockwise flank. We're on the counter flank. I'm pulling him. We're on the clockwise flank. And I'm pulling him off. Catch. Awesome. App. Come on, dude. Mine. Awesome. Good work. Mine. Yes. Ouse. Yes. Mine. Yes. Good. Ouse. Yes. Go. Good. Mine. Yes. Whoa, dude. Mine. Yes. Awesome. Up. Good answer, Antonis. Come on, handsome. Good work. Good work. All right. Yep, handler facilitated front cross there, Michelle. Just like in agility. Don't forget that, by the way. Use the hand that's closest. Use the plane of your body. Do your agility shit. Cue the drop. Front cross a dog. Whip it out there somewhere. Who cares? Right? If you need to. Well, it's really hard to, when you guys watch the videos of me playing in front of the camera, it's some badass handling, dude. Right? I wrangle the release of the dog by where I throw it. And then I front cross right in front of the camera. And I define where those obstacles are. I define the dog's release from the obstacles. Yeah, so there's this thing called a free bite. Yes, does not mean you can bite. Where is the trigger? Yes. And then he gets the cookie. You notice he's not in my cookie bag. Yes. He is a little pushy in the cookie bag. But he isn't in it. You know, he's not biting it. Yes, 1001, 1002, 1003. Yes. Boom. Pow. If I have a cookie in my hand. Yes, good man. Boom. Right? We give that marker so that we have time to deliver the cookie. What happens when we give the marker in the trigger for eating the cookie is when I give it to you. See it? When I give it to you. I reach in the cookie bag, I lift it up. When I give it to you. That's the trigger. Yes. Boom. Right? And I hit within reward prediction error, if you know what reward prediction error is. Right? I hit within reward prediction error. That's all I have to do with my marker. Establish the cookie process before the dog experiences reward prediction error. And I'm a successful marker trainer. When it comes to the trigger, it's the same thing. So I give the cue, right? I give the cue, touch, 1001, 1002, boom, yes, right? So the trigger is on the same timing as the cookie. I think they're the same. I've been trying to figure out if that's true. I think they're the fucking same exact thing. I think one is coming and one is going, actually. I've been a little freaked out about it. It's one of the reasons why I haven't written a bunch in the book in the last week. So when we play with the dogs with toys, we say yes, and we do that. Or I know you're probably not, it's in the crack, Epi, I'm sorry. But you're going to work it. Or you say, yes, bite, right? And you puke the bite out. You say yes and you get it off you as quickly as possible because the dog is jumping in the cookie bag. If you don't get that bite out there in time, the dog is going to be, if you don't get the cookie out of your bag and in the dog's face in time, the dog is going to eat your cookie bag, tear your hand off. The only reason that doesn't happen is because that's not how we fucking roll here, bro. You know what I mean? Dude, you have to wait. You have to wait until I pull it out of my cookie bag and give it to you. Like, that's just the way that it is. That's clicker training, by the way, or marker training, right? When you go to toys and you say, yes, it's so funny. He doesn't. Your dog would be all over my hand for that. He wouldn't even bite on the idea that I'm throwing. Let me switch cameras here. So when yes, bite, right? Yes, bite, and you got to do that because the dog is coming to eat the cookie. Yes, bite, right? That's not clicker training. That's not marker training. You don't marker train like that, right? So as soon as you start playing with toys, the dog knows they have a free bite. Yes equals bite. And yes does not equal cookie. Otherwise, the dog would be in your treat bag. Yes means a cookie's coming, I will give it to you. Right? And you have to have that same intent and that same demeanor when you offer your bite cues. Yes. Boom. Yes. Ouse. Ready? Twist. Yes. Right? So that bite is on a trigger that's very clear. Mine. And the marker, yes, means you'll get the opportunity to take a cued bite. Does that make sense? So Mojo, mine, is biting on the flank like that because he doesn't know he has a bite cue and he doesn't know there's a trigger for the bite. He's biting on yes. He's diving into the cookie bag. He's diving into the toy box. He's stealing the toy. He's taking a bite. Right? So what you want to do, mark yes, block, bang, offer the bite. Take 5, 10 times. And there are a few things we can talk in class or sometime here after you do some stuff. Work the bite, try and separate it like it's the cookie bag. Like if you were reaching in the cookie, dude, you'd reach your hand, dude, excuse me. You know what I mean? You would totally do that. You do something similar. Once you've got that somehow, and he's coming, and you're happy to have him bite the toy. Happy to have him bite the toy. If I had to guess, I'd bet, what's your criteria for the bite, Michelle? What is the thing that he has to do to earn the bite, to earn the marker on the bite? Nobody tell her. Nobody tell her we have to haze the new girl. Gotta haze the new girl. She's gotta pay her dues. I'm just kidding, by the way, Michelle. It is a pretty important question, though. What do you do the moment you catch it and I give you the marker? What do you do? You drop it for the next one. Criteria for the bite is removal from the hand. Dog bites, yes. Soon as it comes out of the hand, yes. That's, yes, good man. Yes, good man. Yes, good man. Mine? Yes. You know what? That's super funny. I've been trying to go slack to get him to drop better. Yes, good man. So the criteria, yes, is to remove it from the hand. Mine? Yes. Right? So when he bites it, yes, I can let it go really easy. Mine? Yes. Or I can load it up. Yes. That removal from the hand, right here, buddy. Mine. Yes. Is back chaining the tug. Right? It's back chaining a sustained aggressive bite. When he takes it out of my hand, when you do this with Mojo and you mark yes, when he takes it out of your hand, he's going to spit it out right away. So I would mark to start, yes, drop. Yes, good man. I can't reach it. Thank you. Mine. Yes. yes, drop, right? And I would give the drop cue right away. Hang on, let me get a disc in my hand. He's got a last, he doesn't like to drop with no discs in my hand. You ready? Yes, drop. Yes, drop. So your cue initially probably should be yes dash drop, all one word. And the reason is because when you mark, when he takes it out of your hand, yes, he's going to drop it right away. And the only reason he's going to drop it right away is because he wants a cookie. Here's what happens when this is here and you mark this. Yes, where's my cookie? Yes, where's my cookie? Where's my cookie? Yes, where's my cookie? And so when you mark this, you get a perforating bite. 95% of agility problems with the fucking bite, the dogs that won't play with toys, is that criteria, fail. Probably more than 95%. They're marking the initial bite. Mine. Yes, good man, you're amazing. So you want to get the removal from the hand, yes, and then a regrab, yes, 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 yeah. Oh, that's mine. That's mine. Watch out. Ready, ready. Yes, yes, and I get this. Yes, this regrab. Yes, yes, good man. And then the re-engagement. Yes, yes. Yes, mine. And then there's no load and he spits. Go to dog stop. So you can bite and re-grab. Removal from the hand is the criteria. Super, super important. Super, super important. And mark initially with yes, drop. Almost assuredly when you mark when he takes it from you, he's going to spit. And then once he gets the idea that removal from the hand is the key, employ the regrab to give him a reason to hold it past the marker. Essentially what happens is the regrab is a rebite. It's another opportunity to remove it from the hand. Dog bites it, yes, I regrab, yes, 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 out, yes, bite. Yes, regrab, 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 regrab. And the regrab becomes the cookie, and that'll keep them holding it through. And then you'll have a solid bite criteria where the dog is not like biting on it, like perforating the bite or biting on it and I can't tug. They will fucking tear it out of your hand. Right? That bite criteria is super important. All right. What else do we got? Okay. So I have one more thing. You can do it all at once, too. Nope, chill. Buddy, I can't believe you fucking dove off the thing. I'm blaming it all on King, too. I'm blaming it on you, King. CupCake? Yes. Epi, up, up. Ep, up, up. Yes. Good. Chill. Yep, you got it. So, squared stance shifting form. When I was doing that, chill. When I was doing that, that move with Epi, when I was moving to catch him as he flipped, I was throwing the flip and he was landing there. Squared stance shifting form. I'm going to go here, boom. I'm going to switch. Or I'm going to move, and then I'll switch. I'm going to step to the next corner. Catch, boom, pow. Do you notice that I move and load at the same time? I beat the dog to their landing. This here, this load and pose, this locks a dog in. When I can do that clockwise going around, I can do a counterclock. Boom, switch. That pose and me being prepared, this is a pose, this is a basic standing position. This pose here, boom, these guys aren't going nowhere. They can't, because if they did, they would miss their opportunity for the trigger. Ready? Boom. Now he's locked in before he even lands. And now while I got him locked in and he's waiting for the trigger, I can switch my stance all I want. And he doesn't get, if I make the throw and he lands and then I move, now the dog is turned with me, right? And now I pose and the dog is like standing where CupCake is, right? What I want to do here is I want to go boom, pow. And being prepared, loaded, and in position, that is going to deliver flow. CupCake, CupCake, epi, epi, go to dog stuff. Come here, King. I'm sorry, handsome. Sorry. You did ruin it, though, buddy. You broke epi. You broke him. You guys, go to dog stuff. All right. So that's what I got tonight, guys. Do the patron thing. Thank all of our awesome patrons. Michelle, welcome aboard. Thank you. Glad you're hanging out. I hope you can make a class sometime. Show would not be going on without the patrons here. Always tip your dog trainer. I missed it. Always tip your dog trainer. Missed it again. Always tip your dog trainer. And hook up with us on Patreon.
Do or do not. There is no try.
And get access to classes, get access to me, and to a bunch of goodies. Site's pretty cool, right? Right, Michelle? Good stuff on there? I think so. Antonis, try and check out the ChatGPT discussion on the process philosophy of play. Pretty cool stuff. I need some feedback. I had ChatGPT whip up some, essentially some vocabulary words. I set up the situation for, there's some cool vocabulary words for the different pieces of the process. Yep. Oh yeah, don't forget the merch. Boom. Don't forget the shoes, man. Boom. Brought to you by Hero Disc. Me and CupCake and Epi King. We are on Team Hero. So, yeah, anybody have anything else? You guys good to go? All right. Yeah, it's in the Phenomenology of Play group, Antonis. So jump in there. It's in the forum. And it's, I asked for some names of like setting the tone. What is it? Something attunement. It was kind of cool. There are a few pretty cool vocabulary words that speak clearly. It's an interesting discussion with the AI demon. So I'm gonna play us out with Badass Meme Roll number 4. And stay tuned. There'll be some new shit coming up pretty soon. Hey, come on, dude. Come on. There we go. Oh, This isn't number 4. Which one is this? Oh, it's 14. Ah. All right. That's a fucking picture there. All right. So we'll see you guys probably Thursday, Friday, I think. I think I'm gonna take the day off tomorrow. Epi is such a good co-host. Go work. Go work. I'm starting to wonder if I should start later. Seem to get, about this time, I seem to pick up people. Epi, dog catch. Yes, good man. Yeah. CupCake, CupCake. Dog catch. Yes, you. Joe. Hi. King. Ready? Get back. King. Yes, good man. Zip it, Epi. See you guys. Great job. Woo! You guys rock. All right. Oh. Huh.